smash the subscribe button wherever you're watching. It is a Wednesday, I believe, and we're going to get freaky and geeky as we discuss all kinds of things that have been going on in the world of geekness. I'll be honest, I am struggling to catch up with everything that's been going on. I know that apparently Superman has to not only save the world, but he has to save Warner Brothers. There's been some perhaps confirmed Harry Potter TV series casting. There's some rumours about Doctor Who, the usual stuff, but we'll go over all of this and so much more after the intro.
Welcome to the Geek Battle Zone. We discuss comics and puny minds are blown. We debate Marvel versus DC, Skeletor, X-Men, and Ron Weasley. Judge David slams down the gavel. It cap dreams of Henry Cavill. It's a Geek Battle stream. Nerd rage as we assemble our Geek Avengers team. Welcome to the Geek Battle party. We got the Justice League and our Batman is Marty. Sick Hitler's a Tim as movies are greenlit. Every movie that's already seen it. Xbox, Star Wars, and Star Riders. He-Man, Star Trek, and David loves spiders. We battle as Morrow and Disney will blink. And we try to crown the Geek of the Week. It's the Geek Battle Show. Welcome to the Geek Battleground, where we use the Force and the One Ring is found. Cap is wrong about Resident Evil 6. Everyone watch out, cause oh shit is big. Gerald and Tim and Diz will try to win at the Geek Battle quiz. David and Dave will confuse the crew as they dive in the TARDIS of Doctor Who. Watch out now, we're full of hot takes. Doc Courtney is garbage, but Red Dwarf is great. You love Sega, I love Nintendo, but in the Geek Battle, we are all friendos. Oh, it's a Geek Battle show. Oh, the Geek Battle show. It's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Geek Battle show.
Yes, so welcome to the Geek Battle Show, everyone. Now, we're going to get in straight away with our introductions round. So, giving us a random geek trivia fact and an introduction to themselves, Dave, say hello.
I am the master.
Hello to the people, my name is Dave MC here in Paris, France, and going with my Doctor Who geek facts, this may be a geek fact, may not be a geek fact, I just like giving this out. So, Warriors of the Deep, one of the Peter Davison episodes, featured the Silurians and the Sea Devils, who hadn't appeared since John Pertwee's run, was one of the worst Doctor Who episodes of the classical run, because it is showing so many production mistakes. For example, during the final scene where the Silurians are killed, you can see the zipper on the back of one of the Silurians' costumes. When the creature called the Merca breaks through the door, you can see that the door is made of polystyrene as the door that's supposed to be made of metal bends and breaks under the weight of the guy in the costume, and at points you can see people covered in green paint from when they have touched the Merca, as they had to paint it as quickly as possible. So you can see on one character in particular, splotches of green paint all over his costume from where they painted over the Merca.
Oh dear, wow. Well, Doctor Who, the classic era especially, was known for its low budget, wobbly walls and like crappy costumes. So,
but in it, if you watch Warriors of the Deep, you can see so many mistakes. Like when I watched it the first time, I noticed that the door, the Merca is like a giant sea monster. You see where it stands on the door bends as someone's stepping on it, like on like a foam mat, you know?
Yeah. Well,
It's
fantastic.
weird sometimes when you find like TV mistakes, you sometimes question yourself, saying like that can't be what I think it is. It must be something deep, and you try to figure it out. But then years later, now that was a mistake. Like, I'm not stupid.
I'll tell you what, Kat, here's one for you. Like in the second Dalek story for Tom Baker, The Destiny of the Daleks, it has the worst Dalek kill. So, like, literally, the Daleks are exterminating people, they're slaves, to get the Doctor to surrender Davros to them. And as the Daleks are exterminating people, the first one, he gets exterminated, he falls down dead. The second person literally does this. As they're exterminated, they stand there for about 10 seconds and go, oh! they throw their arms out onto the floor to catch themselves.
Wow.
I just realized I have been exterminated.
Oh!
Do you know, actually, you say about like mistakes and stuff. Obviously, fans will pick up on this. I remember in the Matt Smith era of Doctor Who in his first series, people on the internet went crazy that there was a scene where, like, the two-parter of the Weeping Angels, where the Doctor speaks to Amy and she has her eyes shut, and he goes up to her, and 1 second he's got his jacket on, and then the next second he doesn't, and people are like, that is shoddy, that is shoddy. And then in the final episode of the series, we realised he'd gone back in time, and he didn't have it, and it was a clue. There is always a way to explain away production errors if you try hard enough. But that one was done intentionally.
Yeah, exactly, and that's it's hard to get away with, because they falled over the Merca, the sea monster, and as the guy gets up, you just see this huge splotch of green paint on his shoulder. Like, wait, wait.
Yeah.
That must be a clue.
Okay,
It's a clue.
now, Dev, say hello to the people, and do you have a random geek trivia fact?
Hello, the people, and my random geek trivia fact is over 25 MCU actors have been in Doctor Who.
What? Okay, 20. Let's name them all. Okay, here we go. 25
I know
MCU.
Nebula.
So are we counting, like the Netflix series Jessica Jones, so that we have
Yes.
David Tennant in there? Okay.
Okay, Nebula,
Yes.
David Tennant.
Nebula, David Tennant. I think Robert Downey Jr. was a Dalek once, right? Or a Cyberman, at least. Oh no, he was Iron Man. My bad. Right. Okay. Well, that's two.
Oh.
MCU
Who else?
actors.
Yes.
Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield was in
Yes.
Doctor
Andrew
Who.
Garfield.
Yeah.
Yes.
MCU.
Tom Holland? He's British too?
No, I don't think
He might have been a
has.
Sontaran.
No, it might have been. I think. Gosh, I'm trying to remember.
What about people from the Thor movies?
No, none of the. Wait.
No Thor movies, yes. Eccleston.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Christopher
yeah.
Eccleston. Oh
Christopher
yeah, let's.
Eccleston, the Doctor.
Have any of the other Doctors? Has
Tennant
Capaldi
Eccleston.
ever been in one?
Capaldi
No.
has
No.
not.
Technically, technically a doctor has. He's technically a doctor.
Technically,
There's
a
one who's
Doctor.
technically a doctor.
Oh my god,
Richard E. Grant.
Richard E. Grant. Who was he in the MCU?
Loki, classic Loki.
Oh yeah, Jesus. Yeah. Like.
Wait, was Richard E. Grant the Shadow Doctor?
Yeah, the Shada Doctor, and one of the comic relief doctors. So he's a double Doctor. He was. I think he's
Yeah.
the original
As-
double
Rowan-
Doctor.
Has Rowan Atkinson
Yeah.
been in MCU yet?
No, he should be. He should be.
No.
Okay, I don't, how many have we got? We
But-
got to 5, and you said there's
Five.
26.
I wouldn't have a
Yeah.
bloody clue.
Oh my god. MCU actors. Well, let's think of the
So-
MCU actors. So, Thor hasn't been in Doctor Who. Hawkeye hasn't.
Think
She-Hulk
romantic
hasn't.
interest.
Sorry?
Think romantic interest. Think
Jenna,
romantic interest.
Jenna Coleman. Jenna Coleman was in it. She was
Jenna
in
Coleman.
Captain America.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very
And,
briefly, she was in it.
Same movie, one more.
What, in the first
So,
Captain...
but-
Oh, yeah. Tommy Lee Jones was the master. That's right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, good. I wish that'd be awesome.
Hey, Tommy Lee Jones was the. Oh my god!
No. I wish.
I was like, what?
I'm gonna get AI to create that though. So let's. See
What,
we can come
Tommy
up
Lee
with.
Jones as the master?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so I'll keep thinking, guys.
both-
We'll stick on this another minute.
Iron Fist and Davos from Iron Fist have been in it.
I never watched Iron Fist.
I mean, but I'm counting it. So now we have.
Shuri from Black Panther.
She was in Doctor
Shuri's been in Doctor Who.
Yeah. Face of the Raven.
Oh, okay, that's why I don't remember, because I didn't really watch Face the Raven.
Okay, we have 9.
9 out of a possible 25.
Dev, we may need to either have a couple more clues if there's any really obvious ones, or we may just need to tell.
Vincent Van Gogh.
Who did he play in the MCU?
He was in Dark World as well.
Wow.
Ken?
Is he Van Gogh?
Yeah. Tony Curran. Although Tony Curran was also in the CWDC shows as well.
So far we have 10.
Cersei from Eternals.
11.
She was in Waters of Mars. Someone from Black Panther, I can't remember who, was in Planet of the Dead.
Planet of the Dead. What
You
episode
know
was that? Oh my god, was that the one on the bus?
I think so.
Oh, that episode sucked balls. It sucked so much. Right. Okay, so
Wait.
just to confirm how exciting this would have been if Tommy Lee Jones had played the Master in Doctor Who. Let's just bring this up here so I can screen share it. Just imagine this moment where the Doctor comes out of his TARDIS and he comes face to face and you hear this voice, "Do you know who I am, son?" And then he goes, "Master." And we see this. How cool.
Yes.
That would have been cool. We have a few
Wait, no, I
alternatives.
think that's wrong. He's missing the goatee.
Oh, I'm gonna ask it to give him the goatee.
Give him the goatee.
This just literally looks like they're two actors.
And here's the-
Jesus.
and
What
this-
happened
and
to
here's the-
David
here-
Tennant?
Oh, it
And
gets
here's the
worse.
thing.
It gets worse.
After the episode.
The Master
But
just
here's
shoved
the
his laser screwdriver up his ass. So I think he
Here's the
actually...
thing. After the episode ends, he would just go to David Tennant and neuralize him. You will forget everything that
Well,
happened.
exactly. What's happened to David Tennant's eyes there? Oh, my lights... just
What's
went
up is like his eyes are looking
God.
upwards and just bugged out, you know? It's-
Yeah.
I mean, his eyes are usually like that. David Tennant is one of
The
them.
14th Doctor is trying some things while he's on Earth.
Okay, right. So, any others to do? Make another where Tommy has a goatee, not a goat, and it's Shooty Gatwa. Let's try it to the one that we might actually get. Gatwa as the Doctor. So this is going to be the version we may actually get. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's bring it up onto the screen. Let's get the reveal.
I'm
at the same
already,
time as
I'm
everyone.
already thinking of inappropriate Men in Black jokes.
Okay. Let's see. What are we going to get?
This
what are we
rates
gonna
about a
get?
9.0 on my weird shit.
Okay.
meter.
Oh, it looks like it's doing it. Oh, wow. He's
Oh.
regenerated.
Okay, he's got a goatee.
This is actually just amazing. Like, everyone who hates
Okay.
AI, I don't care. AI, like, there would be no need for
It's
this.
the second one.
other
The
than
second
for
one
this
does it.
Moment. How
What's going on?
short is Tommy Lee Jones in this? Because Shooty Gatwa isn't that tall. But
Shooty
honestly-
is like, I'm not Will Smith.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Imagine if Shooty Gatwa had this costume as the Doctor. That's a cool costume for the Doctor.
That is cool.
That is cool.
Although
Okay.
that is stepping into.
What is that?
There,
Yeah,
that's it. That's,
what I mean.
it.
That's an updated version of the Sixth Doctor kind of look. But yeah, there you go.
That's it. That's the one. The one with the full goatee.
Yeah. This looks like
Okay,
they're
so
just a crime
okay,
duo.
okay. Go back, David. Go back to the first image. Okay, go back to the first image.
Yeah.
I'm not Will Smith. This is not Agent K, and I'm not in Men in Black. Next image, David.
Okay, you got voiceovers for all of this, Cap.
Oh no, why'd you get me in a polka dot t-shirt? I don't want to wear a polka dot t-shirt. Next. Fine, I'll sign up for Men in Black. This franchise is dead anyways.
They both are.
And now meet the new agent, S or C. I don't know how his name is.
I like how
W.
Men in Black 4 was basically 4-3.
No, there was already a Men in Black 4, wasn't there? And it was awful. Thor
Yeah,
killed-
Chris
Yeah,
Hemsworth.
Thor-
no,
It
what's
was
the name?
god awful.
Yeah, it was so
No,
bad.
Dave, no, that's what I mean. Men in Black
Chris
4
Hemsworth.
was 4-3
Yeah,
because it was just literally Valkyrie and Thor.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, Valkyrie and Thor
It was
just
it
doing
was
a
terrible.
bad movie. Killed. Like, okay, I've said this before. Chris Hemsworth, outside of playing Thor, is just not a movie star. Like, what is he good in? Anything at all? Anything.
I think the only franchise he has besides Thor is Taken. I think he made like 2 movies from it.
Taken.
Not Taken. Sorry, there's something like that.
That's
Like,
Liam Neeson, you idiot.
Oh, you stolen my daughter? I want her back. Right. You don't
No,
know me.
it's
I've got
something
special
like
skills.
that. It's
I've
something
got a
like
big
that.
hammer.
It's basically Taken. It's basically Taken, but like instead of like rescuing his daughter, Chris Hemsworth then goes rescues other people.
I mean,
Extraction.
I saw him in
Extraction. Thank you, Dev.
I saw him in Cabin in the Woods before I saw Thor, and I thought he was pretty good in that.
I saw him in Home and Away before I saw him in...
Wasn't that Macaulay Culkin?
No, that's Home Alone. Home and Away is the soap opera. Like Neighbours, if you know Neighbours. It's like Home and Away and
Yeah.
Neighbours were the 2 big soap operas.
Also, the one good scene in Men in Black 4 was when he picks up a hammer and they make a big deal about it, and the alien's like, well, something's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Uh,
It picks up a hammer. It picks up a mullet basically, and it's like, I think you run out of luck, and he throws it to the blue guy, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
like, the crazy thing is, obviously, he was in the bad Ghostbusters movie, and there was all this hype about, he's so funny in it. He really isn't. He's just marginally
like,
more funny than everyone else who
basically
isn't funny.
He basically took the Ghostbusters character to the Men in Black movie as well, because he was basically the same in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was when he did Ghostbusters, because you think he'd done Thor and he'd done Thor 2, then he did Ghostbusters. If there's one good thing that came out of Ghostbusters, is he learned improv. Like, the whole cast of that was like the Saturday Night Live cast. And they were like, yeah, we don't have a script, just make stuff up. It turned out he was funnier than the others who were in it. The whole movie stank, but then when they made Thor Ragnarok, they were like, yeah, we don't have a script, let's just improvise, and that one turned out okay. Then they
Yeah,
tried it again
slightly-
with...
it was
No,
slightly
David. For that one, there was actually a good writer involved in Thor Ragnarok. There was lines that were improvised, but it had a writer. It was not, who's that guy, the director? It was not him. It was a good writer who
Taika
did Thor
Waititi.
Ragnarok. Yeah, and in the other film,
Taika
that writer
Waititi.
wasn't involved.
Yeah,
That writer wasn't involved. It was all Taika Waititi, and that movie stank.
yeah.
It's like for the one of, what was it, God of like Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
They just took a piece of paper, rubbed their head with it, and then just presented it. And here you go. Here's the script.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Welcome
Def.
to our introductions where we bash Chris Hemsworth. We're not done doing it.
So now that he's really good at improv, when is he going to show up on an Xstreamed Improv?
What?
Now that Chris Hemsworth is good at
when's Chris
improv,
Hemsworth
we're
coming
never
to
gonna invite
Xstreamed
him to-
Improv?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I'll teach him a thing or two.
Yeah,
In
it's
fact,
Chris
actually,
Hemsworth is
Cap, you just
slightly
reminded
funny.
me, we're still on the introductions round.
Hail from the land of leopards, elephants, and deepfakes. It's me. You know, before actually I had 2 geek facts, and this was what I decided. If David calls me after Dave, I'm gonna give the shorter one. But if David calls me after Dev, I'm gonna give the longer one. But the problem is Dev gave a very long geek fact, so I can't do the longer one, so I'm doing the shorter one. So so one of the currently, because I did a video with like mythology guy, I've been in the mythic zone. So one of our big epics, like Greeks have the Odyssey and stuff like that. We have like Mahabharata and Ramayana. One of the epics, one of the philosophical ideas that was thrown around is that the universe itself is one soul, and it's just experiencing itself in multiple forms, dying, birth, giving birth, and suffering and enjoying success, rising and falling. Just the universe itself experiencing itself is what it is, and there is no other souls except just one.
Do you know what, Cap? I'm not going to lie. Wherever this theory came from, I think they stole it from me. Because I've said for a long time that I think in Doctor Who, with the regeneration, especially with the terrible stuff they did with the Timeless Child, I think it's going to turn out, or the plan was, it's going to turn out that everyone throughout time is some reincarnation of the Doctor.
I mean, that would go along with the theory from Mahabharata, and yes, they did steal it from you, David, before they even wrote the Odyssey.
I mean,
before they even wrote the Odyssey, I know you were there talking about it in your time capsule.
Exactly.
I mean, I do have a Dalek in the garage. Does that count?
Well, and I also do happen to have this. It makes this noise if you hear it.
I have one too.
And I think
you've got a mouse. I've got a screwdriver.
Yeah.
And I think, David, your soul is being recognized. It's doing itself because, like, there's already too many Daves in this world now that we know. It's just everyone turning into you.
Well, again, going back to the Master, that's actually that storyline where he turned everyone into the Master.
Yep.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that happened.
Do you not like that story?
I like the idea of like the Master trying to understand where the drums comes from, but I don't think we needed the whole I've turned everyone into me.
Would that be fun? Would you have the power to turn everyone into you? Would you do it?
No, because I hate myself. I hate myself too much. I get annoyed with myself.
Okay, if you could turn everyone into yourself, how many hours do you think it would go before you tried to bang yourself? No. Right,
what?
So, okay.
What?
I don't know. Right. So, let's see. What have we got? So, Lilo and Stitch. I'll start us off with this one, just because I queued it up already. I could share a Lilo and Stitch trailer, which I haven't seen yet. It'll be on mute, of course. So, here is our gentle force field. And here is Lilo and Stitch. Apparently, this was recently shared.
To be honest, out of all the remakes, I feel like this looks the most good.
But the thing is, Cap, they haven't got much work to do because the script was already bloody written.
Yes!
It's in
But
every
still,
Disney movie.
Back in 2000 and God knows one or something.
Yeah,
to
but
that effect.
but Dave, The Lion King was also already written, but they managed to fumble that up still.
Wait, so they actually just pushed her over, as opposed to her just being normal.
I don't know.
No.
So look, this looks. I think this looks good in as much as Stitch is a likable character and they can't really mess it up, because Stitch is still just a CGI character with the Stitch voice, so they can't really mess up the character of Stitch.
Yeah, but I'm glad that they didn't, because what if Stitch got the Sonic treatment?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but
Like
how
in
could
a lot
you
of
fuck?
the things
Yeah, but
that
Cap,
Disney
how could you fuck up the design of Stitch? It's like with Toothless.
But
You
no,
can't
how could you
fuck it
fuck up
up
the
because it's
design of
already been
Sonic?
done.
What about Sonic?
Well, yeah, they did with
Dave.
Sonic. Oh my God, we can get
Dave.
onto Shrek as well, but.
No, they made Snow White into Lord Farquaad. They can mess anything up.
They cancelled the premiere. That's how
I
that
know.
is.
Oh my God, I didn't hear that. They've cancelled the Snow White premiere.
In the UK, they cancelled the premiere.
Oh my God, I did not know that.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Stitch looks great, but as I said, how can you fuck up his design considering it's
Well, they did
already
in the
been
Lion King,
designed?
didn't
Sonic.
they? Like,
Yeah,
Sonic,
and
the
that's what
Lion
I'm saying.
King.
Disney is special.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
So they have literally kept Stitch exactly the same, except for he's now CGI. Whereas Lion King, they made them realistic. Their faces.
Okay,
didn't
so
move.
for that one, I hate the Cobra Bubbles casting, because Cobra Bubbles is supposed to be like a big, intimidating guy.
Oh, the
I
ice
think
cream
that-
guy. They got him in.
So, oh yeah, they got the ice cream guy, but they made Cobra Bubbles a bit more goofier. That's now how he was. in
And
the
skinny.
original.
No.
Because like I love the joke that like when he says his name is some tutti frutti or something, and then Lilo looks at his knuckles and says, "Your knuckles says Cobra," and then he hides it.
I'm going to give a prediction now that I think this film is going to do ginormous business.
Yeah.
I would
It is
agree
gonna
with
be-
you.
It is going to be the most successful Disney movie because it's actually good.
Well, hopefully it's actually good. All they have to do is keep it the same, use the same, and it's crazy. Like the original, obviously it was a Disney classic, but it feels recent.
It's the 2000s films, David.
Yeah.
Of course, it's recent.
But
It's
it's
in the century.
2025, so it's
It's
amazing.
for the century.
Yeah.
I
The
mean,
thing is, like, I think what Disney's trying to do is because of how Snow White is going to be badly received, they're gambling on a character that they know they can get money from. So Stitch is one of those characters they think, oh, we can make a remake of that, or we can make a new thing
he's
with him,
basically
and
the
we're
doll
going
himself.
to make money from this.
Yeah.
I mean, he's basically the action figure doll himself in this 3D form now. They're like, you can get it exactly in this doll. Buy it, kid.
Yeah. Like, okay, so here's a quick question to pose you guys. So, where did Disney go in like a few years' time? Because obviously for like 50 years they made animated classics, and then 10 or like 15 years ago they were like, oh, we're not going to make those anymore. We're just going to do CGI. They did Frozen and Tangled or whatever else. But then they were like, now we're going to do live action remakes of all of the cartoons. What happens once that well is empty? What do they do now? Anyone? Cap?
Okay, so here's the thing. Disney, like in the Renaissance period, they were at the top. But in the 90s, what happened was Pixar became a thing and 3D animation became a thing. And not only Pixar became a thing, there was DreamWorks. There were a lot of animation studios who were putting out really good product. And the first time ever, Disney was actually facing a lot of competition and they were not selling well. That time, they actually pushed to 2D animation to the limit. Like the Tarzan film, Brother Bear, and also in the Treasure Planet, they did first, like involving CG, blending CG with 2D animation. They did a lot of innovative stuff. None of those films made money because all of them, they released it on the days of like the terrible release dates. They released Treasure Planet on the day of Harry Potter, and they almost lost all of the money. And then in the 2000s, they had a strategy.
Hang on.
Instead of beating the competition, we'll just buy the competition.
Yeah, hang on.
Okay.
Cap, we do have a situation. I'm sorry to have to say it, but...
Oh, no.
Oh, shit, it's Nick. Okay,
No!
Nick, we'll come to you in a second. I just had to let him in, otherwise he wouldn't have thought we'd spotted him. Cap, do continue.
So, in their strategy at that time is to buy the competition, which is what they did. They bought Pixar, they bought anything that is profitable and made it theirs. They still made like movies like Tangled and Frozen, which was their return to the Renaissance era with CG animations, where they made like bring back the princess movies. But then they kind of went to the live action directions because, well, it's much better to make an actual really new movie than let's rehash the old one in live action. And it worked. They made money. The first Jungle Book made $1 billion. The second Beauty and the Beast, terrible film, made $1 billion. And then The Lion King, also terrible, made $1 billion. Aladdin, it's a mediocre, but it also made $1 billion. So they kept it continuing because it was actually made money. It took like in the late 2020s. No, not late 90s. 2019 and that time period is where they realized, oh, this strategy is not working, because a lot of YouTubers started bashing the film when they came out, and they like saw it and say, okay, this is a terrible film, and they got really bad marketing, and that's why they started to fail. They tried to return to the animation formula when they did what is that movie, the 100th anniversary film?
Oh, Wish, yeah.
Yeah, again, terrible film. That goes to show they even lost making like good 2D animated or cartoon animated films.
Have you seen? Hold on, Cab. Let me cut you off here for a second. Have you seen the short that they did for?
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah, that was amazing.
I was gonna say, if you say a bad one about that short, I swear to God, I will stop watching you Ninja Turtles.
that was a good short name. That I really like. But the thing is, like, again, that took a lot of effort from Disney to do even a one short, and they didn't keep that up. They instantly went for the Wish movie. Even that short promoted the Wish movie by making that character appear, even though that film hasn't been released yet. It was a big marketing stunt. It didn't work. Then they actually unleashed Pixar and said, "Hey, Pixar, make a good movie. We release it in theaters. We won't do it in streaming." And they did Inside Out 2, which again made $1 billion. They made Moana 2, also made money, but it's not really good, but it also made money. I think right now they're going back. Okay, let's go back to live actions. Obviously, Snow White's gonna fail, but what about Lilo and Stitch? Disney has a library of rehashing material. So whatever they fail, they're gonna stop doing that for a while, and they're gonna restart it. That's what they will do, David.
Yeah.
So what you're suggesting, Cap, is they're gonna do all these live action remakes, and then they're gonna do live action remakes of the live action remakes.
That could, if it worked, they would do it.
We got 3 Spider-Man reboots within like 15 years. So, Dev,
I mean,
we're
the
gonna come to
Dalmatian-
Nick's intro, but Dev, go on.
So slight spoilers. I actually know what they're going to do after live action.
Wait, what do you mean spoilers?
Go.
Like, how far into the future can you see?
It's
About
his Dev we're
15
talking about. He
years.
already knows.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, okay. So after live action, do you know what we're getting?
go on.
What's that?
3D remakes of
What?
existing 2D movies.
Probably.
Wait, what?
Wait, hang on. When you say 3, do you mean theater? Like it's going to be
No,
people
3D is in
it's
CGI.
Like, oh, CGI.
CGI
They're
remakes
like
of existing.
Frozen
2D.
turning into live action.
Well, yeah.
is
I mean,
that
that's
way.
fair. Like if they do Beauty and the Beast, and it's like there's like no Emma Watson, it's just CGI Belle. That's
Yeah.
Then they need to do the claymation era. That's what I want.
Oh yes,
That's
would-
what
that'd be
I want.
amazing.
I want it all.
I
to
would
be
say
like
if
Raw.
Disney's going to bring back anything, just bring back House of Mouse. I don't. I mean,
See,
like that.
Disney- Disney
You go
won't
on the
touch.
you go on Disney Channel for that, or Disney Junior for that, Cap.
Yeah.
Disney won't touch a claymation because it's dominated by the British.
Hey!
Like-
Oh,
Seriously, the biggest company in claymation is British, and nobody can beat them.
Is
Well,
it the
it's
people who
coming,
say
right?
vengeance most foul?
Yeah, yeah. Aardman.
Odd man.
Well, it's because we've got like the mines that are filled with plasticine, and like no one else does. we've coated the earth on plasticine.
I mean, that
Play-Doh
Play-Doh
for
it's
Nick.
fantastic thing.
Yeah.
That was a push.
So, do you call it Play-Doh?
I
No,
call
they
it
call it
Play.
plasticine. Play-Doh is a brand name.
Yeah, I know, but like Nick, you know, this is Nick. He you know, right? What do
I
you
call it Clay.
Clay. Okay, see, I knew it'd be
Yeah.
different. Okay, Nick, let's come to your intro. Say hello to the people and give us a random geek trivia fact.
Hello to the people. I worked at Disney World 20 years ago. That's my random trivia fact. It's a fact and it's trivia about myself. Therefore, it's a random trivia fact.
And what is the fact
Mine
about
is-
yourself?
They
Then he
were
worked in
Disney.
Disneyland.
He went to Disneyland.
I
He
worked
worked
there.
there,
he
he
worked
worked
in
He
there.
works there. Oh wow.
Not
Yeah, he
at
got whipped by
present, but
Mickey-
I worked there about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
He got whipped by Mickey Mouse.
Actually, funny story, and Mr. Dave MC will probably be able to attest to this. So most Mickey Mouse performers are, most friends of Mickey Mouse are in fact ladies. So for a little bit, I can actually say that my neighbor across the hall from my building, who was also a college program student, was in fact a friend of Mickey Mouse, and so I can actually say that I dated Mickey Mouse for about 2 weeks.
Good for you.
By that
It's
logic, I dated
2025.
Donald Duck.
Right, it's 2025, and if you want to date Mickey Mouse, you can. Right. So, Cap, what have you got for us?
I would like us to watch the Devil May Cry trailer that was dropped yesterday.
Okay.
So
that
before
was-
you
That looks good, actually.
Oh
Before
yeah,
you
that's
play
a good
that,
idea. I like
I
to have
have
a
a-
full bank account, but we can't always have what we want.
Yeah. David, before you play that, I need to put an appendum on that.
Yeah, go on.
People need to see that with sound on. I know we can't play it with sound on, but there's a reason. The
Yeah.
trailer begins with a familiar voice, a very familiar voice.
Well, tell us who is the familiar voice?
Well, he is vengeance. He is the knight. So Kevin
Is it
Conroy.
real?
It's Val Kilmer.
Kevin Conroy.
Okay, so was this like his last project or something?
Yes.
Okay, well let's see what it's like. Let's bring up the shield.
Ooh.
So I saw this
The
when
red
Kat-
smoke of death.
when
I
Kat
mean,
posted the detail,
my
it looks
hair
very good.
finally matches Dante.
Okay, so this looks like all of the reasons why I've never played Devil May Cry yet.
Why, Dave?
I just I want to. It's just all they do.
Start with Devil May Cry 3.
No, I'll start
Why?
with Devil May Cry 1, Cap.
Stop
No.
putting this shit, Cap.
Devil May
We
Cry
have,
1
to,
is
we have to go
terrible.
linear, not just jump here, there, and every fucking where.
No, the problem is, guys, the other games are super old.
And?
They may not work properly.
Hang on, Devil May Cry 1 was originally going to be Resident Evil 4, so it can't be that old.
Yes. Still. I mean, in a sense,
Kat
the
was
game-
born after the game came out, so
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. Okay,
I
well,
mean,
yeah,
like
this,
again,
this
like
looks-
Dev said, this is awesome with the audio. But again, like big thing about Devil May Cry is like the metal music. This is not metal music, but they basically got all the rock, like
They
Limp
got-
Bizkit, Undertaker theme from like
Yeah.
the Motorcycle Undertaker theme, and this is like Papa Roach. They basically got all the rock bands in this anime.
They don't play Papa Roach yet. It's busy at the end.
Yeah. Again, like with sound, guys, this is awesome. Again, I think
I did see
from
his
what
with
I've
sound.
seen,
And
from
yes,
what I've
it is
seen,
awesome.
they
Why is
nailed the
Easter Bunny
design.
pissed in this?
Why
From
is there
what
a
I've seen,
rabbit?
like they nailed the design, and also the character seems, again, Dante is a goofy, cool guy, and so far it looks good. And
Who
here
the
it
fuck's a
comes.
rabbit?
Roger.
Yeah, who's the Easter Bunny?
Why is there a
And
rabbit?
who's Donnie Darko?
Yeah,
Why
that's
is
a
Roger
demon.
Rabbit so angry?
Yeah, why is
Because he's a demon.
Cadbury's Caramel Bunny so cross?
How come Bugs Bunny's having a rampage?
Yeah, what's the
Because he
deal
has,
with Lola
because
Bunny?
he hasn't been relevant for years now, and that's why he's gone evil.
Did Roger's girlfriend get stolen or something?
Could be. Dante may have
Is he
slept.
being framed
How many
again?
more rabbit puns have we got in the tank?
I don't know. Like I can't think of that many famous rap. What Winnie
Guys,
the Pooh
guys,
is called Rabbit.
basically, Dante slept with Jessica Rabbit, and that's why Roger Rabbit is pissed.
Yeah.
You should go to Danny DeVito. Also, another random movie is randomly getting a sequel that I saw the other day.
What's that?
The Accountant.
The Accountant.
The accountant.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. Who's the accountant?
It's a movie with
Ben Affleck.
Ben
Ben Affleck,
Yeah.
yes.
That's so weird.
Where he played
It's a
an
good
autistic
movie, though.
accountant
The first one was a
for
good
the
movie.
mob and stuff.
Well, it must just be that he doesn't really have a franchise, does he? Ben Affleck.
Not anymore, he doesn't.
Well, he
No,
had Batman
no.
and he blew that one. What else did he have?
Daredevil.
Daredevil. Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. He doesn't have any
I
sequels.
mean, he has the Jersey
He has Goodwill
Chronicles.
Hunting. He has Goodwill Hunting.
He has the Kevin Smith stuff.
Yeah, but that isn't his.
I just said that. The Jersey Chronicles are with the Kevin Smith.
Nick, stay
I
with
thought
us.
that's called
mate.
the US, Esquiverse or something.
Yeah, the US Universe also.
Yeah. Okay,
The
so go on, Cap.
yeah, so with the Accountant is actually a really good movie, but again, like
Yep.
the sequel of the trailer, it doesn't feel like the old film for some reason. But I never saw the old film's trailer. I just watched the movie. But in this one, this feels more buddy cop movie-ish, jokey.
Hmm.
Yeah. Guys, so Superman. Let me just bring us onto this because it is in the. It is my.
Yeah, what's the news on
And
this?
David, please, before you show Superman, show the meme where the Superman is compared to the cancelled Powerpuff Girls.
Can we
movie.
watch that, please? Can we watch that?
Watch
I
what?
watched
Yeah.
the trailer.
The what?
Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, yeah.
I've not. So, while David's looking at, can someone inform me what the hell's going on? I've only seen bits
Okay.
of this trailer
So
for a
back in the
Powerpuff
early
Girls film.
2010, back in the early 2020s, they announced a CW like TV show for Powerpuff Girls
Yeah.
with Dove Cameron and the girl from Agents of Shield.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a dark reimagining where they're all grown up and like jaded and shit. And eventually
Can
it got
anyone
turned into a
find
movie.
it? I can only find people's reaction to it.
Give me a second, I'll probably find it.
Yeah. If you
He's
And-
probably got it already loaded up.
While Dev finds it, there's a popular meme that basically compared an image of that film that has been cancelled with the new Superman image of, you all know the famous shot where Superman looking at the camera and James Gunn's Superman looks very weirdly CGI'd. Yeah, it looks exactly like a cancelled Powerpuff Girls movie. I've actually shared that in the group chat.
Okay, so cancelled Powerpuff.
Got it.
You got it?
Right
Okay.
there.
Got it?
Okay, let's grab it from this. Reddit, that's a real pain. For some reason, Reddit doesn't load for me. Let's hope. Nick
That's not the trailer, that's the Nick,
Oh,
that's not the
okay.
trailer.
I don't know if I can bring up. Every time I try to load Reddit, it goes wrong. Like it just comes up a blank screen. No idea why. So it says.
Huh.
I think this is someone's reaction to it, Nick. It's 18 minutes long. What's this trailer? Yeah, this is just someone's reaction. I don't know how to find the actual original thing. I'll try the.
Let me get it.
Yeah, so someone find the actual trailer, because all I'm finding is the reaction. Unless there's a link in.
Blossom was.
Oh, do we have it?
It says, okay, I do found one, but like it has a weird watermark that says copyright.
Cancelled Powerpuff Girls.
I just saw a bit of it. That looks
Okay, so
awful.
this video is 55 seconds. This could be it.
No, that could be a part of it, not all of it.
Okay,
Oh,
how
God
long
damn
is this
it.
trailer?
1 minute 30.
Okay, have we got a link?
I think it's the one that Cap linked.
Okay, let's grab this.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, let's mute this thing. Let's bring it up. Let's shield. And let's play.
It has a weird watermark though.
That's alright.
What is this thing?
So these are meant to be the Powerpuff Girls.
Apparently.
Yes.
This looks
Oh,
awesome.
There
Dove,
is-
why? Oh, Dove,
there
why
is-
would you do that?
There is one where they actually put the old sounding like sugar, spice, and everything nice, and with this footage, and it looks so uncanny valley for hearing that voice in the background for this thing.
That looks terrible.
Well, look, the Powerpuff Girls cartoons, the designs were quite specific. So I don't know that they could actually make them look like that in real life.
Why did Bubbles look like she was a prostitute?
Yeah, but they're kids, David. Pop-up girls were kids.
Oh, yeah.
They were tiny little girls.
Because when they broke up,
Who's that
Bubbles
guy?
went
I
to
recognise
Las
that.
Vegas.
He's
Turk from
Professor.
Scrubs.
Oh, yeah.
He's a professor. He's a professor.
Well,
So did they shoot the whole pilot? Or just... They must have done, right?
Yeah.
This looks amazing.
What?
Hang on, wait, what was that? What was that? How come she's owning Powerpuff Girls merch?
Oh, because in the 7 years they were in the town, someone merchandised them. They made them like
Yeah,
they
they did an
merchandised them.
episode in the show about that, and it was creepy as fuck.
So they're doing Powerpuff Girls. They're doing Spaceballs, the Powerpuff Girls.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, this looks about as good as Agatha all along, so...
You know what the worst part is?
Oh, you're trash mouth, David. You did not say a bad thing about Agatha all along.
I can't
I'll
say a
say
good thing.
I'll
So-
say it, Nick.
Yeah.
Because you can't hear it in the trailer, like I'll say it to you, the man who got arrested, the main villain, he's called Mojo. He has a son called Jojo, who later grows up and dates Blossom.
When he grows up, he becomes Mojo Jojo.
Well, yeah, like obviously with the sound, it might that didn't look the end of the world, but the sound, the dialogue might have been terrible or whatever. But I think that looked very nice.
I mean, David, if you go to the group chat, our geek group chat, I'll reply to this message. This is the meme that you need to focus on. Here.
Oh God, the Superman Blossom one.
Yes. Yes. I sent it in.
Oh, where have you sent it?
Oh, look.
I sent it to the group chat. Like I replied to
okay.
it, so you can easily click on it.
Oh, it looks nice.
Okay. Well, yeah, exactly. This fits perfectly, Cap. This looks like the exact same thing.
Oh
Buttercup,
my
Superman, and
God!
Brothers. Yeah.
James Gunn, I know what you're doing.
Do you know
Yeah,
what,
that is
guys, I'm asking you all now. Please support this Superman film. I don't care how good or bad it is, but like literally the stuff I was reading today, just to
David, we cannot support a bad movie because Superman is wearing underpants outside.
Yeah, he's meant to. Right. Okay.
That's the original suit.
Now, here's the thing. Apparently, Warner Brothers, like, they've had a bunch of flops. Obviously, look, they're not going to fail. Like, they've got the.
They are gonna fail. They fucked up way too much.
No, but look, they've got Harry Potter coming up, and no matter how good or bad that is,
Yeah,
no matter how good or bad that is, everyone's going to watch that for 10 years. They've got a new Lord of the Rings, Gollum movie coming out. They're going to make money, like, and Superman's going to make money, like Creature Commandos and all that. I don't know how much money that made for them, but I think it has to be nothing. But Superman has to make some money. Go on, Dev.
okay, so regarding Warner Brothers and relying on Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings to save them, ask how well they went for EA and Amazon.
Well, yeah, like, hang on, but didn't the Harry Potter the game? What was the game they did? Didn't that like do gangbusters?
Yeah, how
Didn't
come
lose that well, did it?
Well, which one? There's loads
what's
of
the
them.
recent Harry
new
Potter
one.
movie? Not
The
movie.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy sales.
Did it do well?
I thought it did really well.
No, I
I
thought
like
it did
it.
incredibly well.
They did
Okay,
well.
within
That
2
game did
weeks, Hogwarts Legacy sold more than 12 million copies and generated $850 million in global revenue. As of May 2023, it reached 1 billion, and by the end of October 2024, it totaled 30 million copies. So obviously
Nice.
there's all the controversy around J.K. Rowling, and there was literally campaigns about, don't buy this game, it still sold 30 million copies. They could literally have hand puppets doing Harry Potter, and the Harry Potter fan base will watch this new series. Cap.
Okay, so I think the Harry Potter series will I think it will all depend on season 1. If it does well, I think that way Warner Bros. Will make money. But I have to comment on the Lord of the Rings bit. Who the heck's gonna watch a movie about Gollum?
Me!
Like, why?
Cap. They didn't succeed making a video game about fucking Gollum. What makes you
Yeah.
think the film is gonna work?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Gollum is not Stitch, okay? There's no little kids looking at that going, oh, I want one. No!
Yeah,
Gollum is
no,
like,
I think you're off base here. I think people love Gollum.
No, they
No,
love Andy
no,
Serkis
David.
as Gollum. They don't love
David,
Gollum the
I
character.
saw the Lord of the Rings.
He's still playing Gollum, and he's directing it.
David, I mean, he also played the weird Jungle Book movie on Netflix where he tried to be very book adaptive, and it turned also terrible.
Yeah.
But
It's
what I'm saying is, like, I saw Gollum as a kid, and I thought, oh, that's a cool character that deserves a movie. No, you can make a movie about Legolas. It will do well. Aragorn does well. Again, depends on how you do it, but still, does well. And the idea of itself, when you say, oh, we have a Gollum movie, everyone's going to go, why?
No,
That's
I
the
think
question.
I think Gollum is a character I think that movie is going to do great. I think it's going to
It's not
be
a
good.
mascot, David. It's not a furry mascot. It's a
Cap,
creepy
look,
little
you were
man.
like 6 months old when that film came out. When the Two Towers came out, right? And they showed Gollum, everyone was captivated by it. I think everyone loves that character.
I think they love it as they saw it. Think about all the Lord of the Rings film, and let's just say cut everyone else's screen time and give more Gollum screen time. Do you think everyone's gonna be like, hey,
Don't make me make a Gollum movie. Okay, I will literally cut all of his scenes and make it into a
Don't
movie
do it,
and send it to
Dave.
you.
don't David, Dave? I'm just saying.
Can I help,
I
Dev?
think-
Can I help it? Can
Yeah,
I help
go
do
for it.
this?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Let's do it together.
The Gollum cut.
No, the problem with Warner Brothers is, I think again, like there could be a lot. They forgot to utilize all the good characters that they have. That's how they fail. When they did like Batman, Justice League, and all that shtick, they were like throwing characters willy nilly instead of doing single movies and building a franchise. And the other thing, I mean, like Disney can fall back on making Mickey Mouse cartoons and stuff like that because like they have a lot of other stuff. Warner Brothers ignored the Looney Tunes throughout the 2010s. Either movies comes out to straight to DVD, but they never haven't made a kids film for kids in a while.
They did. It came out last week.
Yeah, I saw that film there, and again, I think it's
What
not
movie?
released in theaters. It was not
The day the
released.
world
in theaters.
ended. There's
Yeah.
the Daffy Duck and Porky
It's a
Pig
good movie. It's a good movie, but the problem is again they stopped
Okay, catch
utilizing.
up.
Sorry, Nick.
Post the movie in the chat. The
Okay.
I will.
So again, they forgot to utilize all these good load of characters that they had. They could have done a Scooby-Doo movie. They haven't done that in years, like a good one instead of doing a Velma series. They had so much.
When was
good
Scoob?
stuff.
You're
That
saying
is-
every movie that canceled.
And I know, Kat, we've had this debate before. I know you hate Velma, but I thought it was fine.
I thought Velma.
No.
I thought Velma was ever so slightly better than Agatha all along. Now, okay.
What's the horseshoe roll on?
Okay, hang on 1 second. So look, I've just had to like search this here. So Gollum ranking. So it says upon this, like Gollum ranked number 9 out of 50 characters. On another list, Gollum ranked number 3 of Lord of the Rings characters, only behind Aragorn and Gimli. People find him interesting. The most interesting or stand out for his duality, Gollum and Smeagol. And also, you think they can continue that franchise with a character who's going to look exactly the same as he did in the previous movies. You can't do that with any of the other characters.
I mean, why can't you do that with any of the characters? They've been doing it for when they make movies. Oh, this is Aragorn, new casting. That's all you need to
It doesn't
do.
look exactly the same. It's someone else.
Yeah, get a guy who looks a lot like him. That's fine.
Well,
Who cares?
look at the Rings of Power. They got like they've got a new grand
They got
elf in there.
people
How
who-
well did
they-
that work?
That's because it's a terrible thing, and I don't think they got any people. Again, they were doing their own thing. They were not actually following what. Again, there were good Remember what the Hobbit did? They know the
Hang on.
Hobbit's gonna suck, and they were
Dave,
gonna
you're
be like,
okay.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Nerd rage!
you know what they did in the Hobbit? How they stretched that films to 2 movies.
Yeah.
Because and even in the first one, they thought, this is missing something. Oh, you know what's missing? Legolas. And they blasted him on screen in the other movies because that's a recognizable character that everyone likes and people do. Again,
Look,
he's
For the
he's
record, I will count the best character in Lord of the Rings did not appear in any of the movies. The best character in Lord of the Rings is Tom fucking Bombadil.
Yes.
And I will do that with you. I will fight you over this.
Nick, he doesn't know who that is.
he
Did you-
appeared in
Yes.
Rings of Power, Nick.
Did you see Tom Bombadil in Rings of Power?
Yes, but not in Rings of Power. Look at Tom Bombadil in the
Yes.
book.
I can't. It's a
Bombadil in the
book.
books is a
There are no
beast.
pictures.
And
Oh, I'm
I don't
sorry, Dev. You want Lord of the Rings pink by fucking colours?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
It's that's how Wonder Woman will make money. Paint by color.
I mean, look how Disney's gonna make money. They looked at Stitch. Hey, that's a sellable, cute, fussy doll that everyone's gonna buy. We just have to make it look cuter.
Do you know?
so
That's all it is.
Cap. I will agree with you on the fact that I already bought the cute Stitch doll in '99 when it first came out, and I will not buy it again.
Yes, you will.
You will,
I will
believe it.
only agree with
buy it
Cap
again
if
because
he
the girl I
admits
bought
that
it
Resident
for
Evil 6 is
is
bad.
we're no
That's
longer
it.
Okay,
together.
hang
I
on.
bought it for the girl I was seeing at the time. She was obsessed with fucking Stitch, so I bought her a fucking white Stitch plushie at the Disney store.
Yeah. Okay,
The
just
girl-
bring it back to Lord of the Rings for a second. So,
Yeah.
when you look at the Hobbit films, so the first movie, it's like, yeah, Gollum's in it, and they put him in the trailer because they knew it was something familiar. The problem they had and why they ended up bringing in Legolas is when you actually read The Hobbit, the dwarves don't do anything heroic ever. Like, all they do is get trapped, get grabbed by the trolls, get put in barrels, get put in a prison, and Bilbo or Gandalf saves them every single time. And so, because there's like 13 of them, like only 3 of them end up getting distinguishable characters, and so they just had to make up the rest. And so they sat, like when you watch the Hobbit movies, I forget which one it is now, but like the big one, I think he says one line in the entire trilogy. He doesn't speak. Now you're not aware of that.
Is it the one who says like it's me lad Gimli? Is that the one?
That character has one line. The character who has an axe in his head, again I forget which one it is, he doesn't speak maybe 1 or 2 lines at all in the entire thing. And so in the end they're like, we've got 13 dwarves. Only Thorin and like Gloin were actually given characters and things to do. The rest are just there. So they're like, well, and all they do is end up in peril. And so they were like, well, let's bring back something familiar to help this along. So the first film had Gollum, and the second and third film, they were like, well, we'll bring back Legolas, because there's nothing that says that he wouldn't have been there, because by his age, he should have been there.
And also, he's cool.
Yeah, I don't dispute that. But Gollum was cool first. Dev.
So I have like a 10-minute rebuttal on everything Cap just said.
Okay, go. I'll be back.
You have a 10-minute rebuttal. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'll talk to you guys later.
I'll play judge and jury then.
So basically, Cap was saying how they needed to focus on a sequel for Scoob when there was a sequel for Scoob, but it was cancelled by Warner Bros. For tax reasons. They said you want to focus on Looney Tunes. There was a Looney Tunes movie. They cancelled that for tax reasons. And they're saying how if they focused on other properties they have instead of the ones they keep reusing, like more like DC and stuff, they tried that. It was called Space Jam 2. It failed.
What?
That
What?
film sucks so bad, and it's because they made them CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
They
It's not
used
2D anymore.
They crammed in every cameo they could into Space Jam and The Flash, and they both failed.
And Dave,
They use the entire catalog.
I'm not saying they make cameo films. I'm saying, like the new one that they released, make an actual fucking movie. Instead of releasing Scooby-Doo cartoons just straight to DVDs, fucking make
They
Scooby-Doo.
made one. It got cancelled. They completed it. It was done.
Okay.
They made 2.
I've heard both arguments, and I will safely say the Dev is right.
Why? Because of Resident Evil 6?
No, Cap. No. It's because of that essay you wrote trying to convince me to play Resident Evil 4, not Resident Evil 3. So Dev wins.
I'll take it. Victory by default. I'll take it.
Yeah. It's
But
what happens
again,
when I'm
like,
the judge in these things.
You know my weird theory on Warner. Again, this has no merit, but my weird theory is Warner Bros was profitable when Bugs Bunny showed up at every one of their logos and chopped a carrot and went by. They were doing great when that was happening, and then after Bugs Bunny stopped showing up, guess what? Their film started to suck too.
Well, it's...
How much is he paying you?
Wait, Bugs Bunny wasn't on the beginning of the Two Towers. Imagine the Two Towers start, and he's like, "Meh." At the end of Return of the King, as they go off into the Undying Land, suddenly Porky Pig. That's all.
David, for a second there, I thought you meant a different Two Towers.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, guys, Superman apparently has to save Warner Brothers. Now,
It won't.
here's a question. Like, obviously, Netflix makes money, but notoriously, Netflix didn't make money and always is in debt forever.
Yes.
The Harry Potter series, how are they? Like people don't buy tickets to it? Are they just relying on people subscribing to HBO Max or whatever it's going to air on?
Yes.
We don't even get that in the UK.
I would assume that, yeah.
We don't even get that. So how are they going to make all this money if they're going to spend
Could
like
it
$1
be-
billion
Okay.
on this?
So-
Could it be when the Harry Potter comes out, they will be launching it to the UK as well? Could that be the marketing?
Yeah,
thing?
that makes sense. Yeah, go on, Dev.
Also, I can explain that, and I know how to make money because it's really, really stupid. When people sign up to a subscription service, most of them forget to cancel,
This is true.
and that's how they make
me.
their money.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
that is
and that's
me.
how gym memberships work as well. Like, you sign up in January, and it's a ball ache to cancel.
Yeah. No, this is really true. But okay, but like Creature Commandos, what has that done for Warner Brothers and HBO Max? How has that generated any money whatsoever? Anyway,
Sort of increased comic book sales, sort of, for the featured characters. That's about it.
Yeah, but that's I would say then, Dev, that
I
mostly
would
comes
say-
out of curiosity as opposed to like
Yeah.
unless you're a hardcore fan and you go and buy every single issue of Creature Commandos. I don't think like the average user is going to watch Creature Commandos and then go buy maybe issue 1 of Creature Commando. They'll come in like halfway through.
It reminds me of an interesting situation where everybody signed up for Disney Plus for Mandalorian, and that was crazy. And like everybody, like Disney took that as a win, even though people unsubscribed straight away. They took the increase of people joining as the win.
I mean, like Mandalorian had like everything going for them. Even at the end, they had Luke freaking Skywalker, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, we're back!" Like,
Yeah.
They had him at the end. Oh, I haven't seen it.
they did the launches very well. But like one thing I'll say, the streaming that actually does make money because it does make good content. No, Dave. The Amazon has been killing it this month. Invincible season 3 has been awesome. Reacher, awesome. Amazon probably the only thing so far I have not watched and go, I didn't like that. Like so, and also the next one. Ooh, the next episode's gonna be a banger.
Well, and Cap, I throw something to you. If that's the case, if Invincible and Reacher was not on Amazon, would you still subscribe?
Yes, because
You
I
know,
get the
it's
delivery.
like if Cobra Kai wasn't on YouTube Red or Netflix, would you still subscribe to Netflix and or YouTube Red?
Yes, because they had wrestling.
They have WWE, right? Yeah,
Also,
absolutely.
speaking of that,
Yeah.
Amazon now has AEW.
Yeah, but they don't. Like,
Isn't
you
there a
can
cream
buy
for
it
that?
through Amazon. You know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but like Dave, what you said, like again, without Invincible and Reacher, again, I would not subscribe to Amazon Prime. That is
You
true,
probably
but
don't anyway, Cap. You just look at me.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like that's the TikTok. He found this story from TikTok.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
just very quickly on this, I've had a look. Like, what are Warner Brothers' biggest franchises? Because you think Disney Plus, they launched basically off and say, look, we've got The Mandalorian, and then it was like, we've got WandaVision, which wasn't what they intended to launch the MCU with on Disney Plus. HBO Max has been around for years, and it's such a shitty thing that it hasn't even come to the UK yet. You know, you'd have thought it's such an easy thing. America, USA, same language, etc., etc. And when you go through their biggest franchises, it's Harry Potter, DC Universe, Lord of the Rings, and then the next one you get onto is their Monsterverse, which has just flopped for them when they tried to do the Universal Monster stuff. Lego movie franchise they have, but obviously they don't own Lego, unless someone can correct me on that. Then we get into Looney Tunes, Mortal Kombat, Conjuring, and after that it's like a massive drop down.
Animaniacs.
That's
Well,
Looney Tunes. It's the same thing.
David, did you say the MonsterVerse was
Yeah.
one of their franchises?
Yeah.
Is that isn't that the Godzilla?
Universe.
That's
Oh,
Godzilla,
yeah.
isn't
is
it?
that what it means? I assumed it meant the
No.
No, that
Universal-
got cancelled.
Universal
That never
was
happened.
their classic monsters.
That got
it's
cancelled.
Universal Monsters. Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, Godzilla and Kong. Yeah, you're absolutely
Yeah.
right.
But I would say that went downhill in like
Yeah,
the recent one, Kong X New Empire. That's where it sort of went a little
Did
bit
that
down.
flop?
I wouldn't say it flopped, but I'd just say it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good movie, but it did make money, I think.
I always say in these legendary ones, after King of the Monsters, with the human plotline, you don't give a shit about the human plotline. It's actually becoming a Godzilla movie that you don't give a damn about the human characters. You want to see the monster action.
Yeah, I would say the last movie is a bit like that, Dave, but like it wasn't really a good movie. But like we didn't really care about the humans. We saw Kong fight after Kong fight in that one.
Dave, you bring up an amazing point, just because it happens with all of these franchises. Because look at Transformers. It's like, we don't care about Shia LaBeouf. And then think about it. Look at Sonic the Hedgehog. The first one is just Sonic. Why Sonic 3? There's like all these CGI characters and Jim Carrey. And then James Marsden and his woman are just over here because no one cares. No one cares about the human characters.
They throw good lines though.
Cap, you might agree with me on this. In like anime, like Dragon Ball and Yu-Gi-Oh and all those sort of things, you got the side characters standing off to the side going, "It's okay, we'll help in one way or another." It's like you're literally going to get in the way. You can see there's a massive fight. The end of the world is going to happen, and you're just going to stand
all
there
Krillin.
"Yay! Go team, go! A, Y, yay!"
It's like you remember like Genie from Aladdin. When he goes like literally cheerleading Aladdin and goes, Jafar, he's our man.
Yeah, that's literally every human character in a superhero movie now.
Yeah. Okay, Dev.
So I have another list of like the Warner Brothers franchises,
Okay,
and one which is the one which we missed out that did really well in merchandise is the top 10 is first one is Potter, of course.
Yeah.
The second one is Batman. Third one is Looney Tunes. Fourth one is the biggest merch seller in franchise in Warner Brothers history.
Go on.
Ben 10.
Oh yes!
Really?
Wow.
Yes. It sells the most merchandise ever.
Yeah, you guys probably not aware of this, but like in the 2000s, Ben 10 was everything. Like,
Cap, do you think I was in a fucking sarcophagus for the last 20 years?
Like,
of course I know.
You're talking as if...
Hang on. I must have been in a sarcophagus because I didn't know Ben 10 was anything more than just some shitty cartoon.
Shitty cartoon?
Okay,
Watch
so-
your mouth,
No,
Dave.
he's not raging.
They tried to cancel it.
I will.
Nerd Rage!
I will nerd rage to a century for calling Ben 10 a shitty cartoon.
Okay, so
There are
Hang on.
fighting words, David.
Right,
Okay.
Cap. Wait 1 second, guys. Look, Cap, I'm going to respond to this in the best way I can. This is just a coincidental thing. I went on to IGN.com to see if there was any news headlines. And it says here, Capcom was on its knees after Resident Evil 6. So that is my response to anything about Ben 10.
Yes!
And how much money did Resident Evil 6 make?
I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Probably a
It
lot,
doesn't
probably
matter.
a lot.
It doesn't matter, Cap.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, Ben 10 is something that passed me by. I don't know almost anything about it.
So
Except
so
for the
Ben 10,
animation looks a bit shitty.
What?
The Ben 10 show
check
was...
out Ben 10, Dave, do Google like Ben 10 season 1 and look at the animation.
Okay.
no,
Ben
but Cap. That's gonna be confusing because there are like 5 Ben 10 shows with at least 4 seasons each.
I'm going for the 2000s ones. Go for the 2000s.
You're going for the original.
Yeah.
2005.
When everyone had those single-coloured eyes.
Ben
Yeah,
10,
everyone's
season
eyes
1.
green.
Like literally, you look at Joker's eyes; they were black. They were just black dots.
So
Okay. Well, I'll just bring it up and you tell me which one to click on. Let's have a look. What am I looking for here?
Or else, it's
yeah,
better-
that one.
okay.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
Let's bring up our Shield of Glory. Let's see.
Shield of glory.
And the theme song was bitchin'.
It was
Yeah, and-
bitching, right? Ben 10, he's not 9. He's 10. Ben 10.
Now
He's
look
got
at
an
that.
alien watch, and he's really short.
Ben 10. Oh yeah.
Now look at that.
Okay.
This is all the
Okay,
transformation
so
of the alien.
what can Ben 10 do?
Well,
Yes,
it's,
like,
it's
all
an
the-
alien
his-
wristwatch
he's
that
got
has all
herpes
the
and
alien
he turns
DNA in the
into
world. You can
Borat.
change into different aliens.
Okay.
It turns into all the aliens of the universe.
And the show was only supposed to have one season, but the toys sold so well, it had 5 series with at least 4 seasons each.
Yeah.
And it's still going on to this
I
day.
am unhead.
So it started in 2005. It's still going to this day.
Yeah, but I do have to admit, like after the Omniverse dev, I stopped watching. But like Omniverse was the last thing I watched.
And they've wanted to cancel it several times. They wanted to stop, but it made way too much money.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
know
like
important things to do than watch Ben 10.
Like this is all I knew is this was like a shitty Nintendo DS game. I knew nothing about this.
They had, anything you can think of, they had a Ben 10 version of it. They had a Ben 10 PC. They had a Ben 10 Xbox. They had a Ben 10
so
drink
many fucking things. This show had like again, like even in Sri Lanka,
whatever they could, they would slap a
everything
logo
had
onto it.
Yeah, everything had a Ben 10 poster.
Okay, well look, I'm gonna go on to Metacritic. And let's find out, let's just search Ben 10 and see how well regarded it is. Oh, God, I accept. Ben.
How
Ben
old
10.
is this Metacritic?
I don't know. Like, this doesn't look good, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so this might be video games or TV shows. It looks like video games. 41, 63, to be determined. So that's... Wait, that's a TV show from 2016.
The first one is the remake. The second one is the
Oh, wait, here we go.
continuation.
Oh, no, wait, that's FIFA Soccer 10. Oh.
Why are you browsing video games?
Those are mobile games.
I don't know what these are. Right, so how do I find the TV show?
Those are all mobile games.
Alright, so games...
Just
movies,
go for
TV shows.
IMDb. Just
Okay,
Yeah,
hang
okay.
on. TV shows, relevance, so popularity. Let's see. The highest rated thing is not Ben 10. Oh,
It's 100.
Right. Okay. Let's see. The Ben Stiller show.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't know where Ben 10 isn't in any of this list of Ben 10.
yeah,
I
but
think
again,
I speak
like
for the
Ma-
entire
Metacritic
nation
is
when I go.
broken.
"Ah."
This is
But
right.
yeah,
it's
but
broken.
Yeah.
yeah,
there's
but
no
I
reviews.
also have to say again, like, does this count like international population? Bit? Don't forget, most of the Disney stuff is not on there as well, and they make $1 billion.
And I also have to point out, Ben 10 is the only show that I know that has an intro in several different languages.
Yeah. Again, like a lot of
Really?
kid stuff makes so much money, and they flow right under the radar when this comes to reviewers and stuff. Mainly because they don't really pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Like the Avatar show. And you guys probably don't
Which
even heard of
one?
it, but like it was
The
so
blue
big.
people or the other one?
The other one, the airbending
It's
one.
like you think that I lived under a rock for several years, Cap, and just
Like-
emerged in my 30s.
I thought you were in the TARDIS, Dave.
No, I know these
He's
things.
French.
I'm
He knows
not
about-
French. I'm not French.
You are French.
He knows about Boston Mystery.
That's
He knows
me.
about
That's me.
I am
It's such a bad
I am
dude.
not French.
For as long
He
as
knows
I've
what
known
Baby
you,
Val.
whenever I'm speaking to like someone who's seen the shows, I'll be like, "Well, French Dave," to distinguish you from Dave Green.
I would no. I am not French.
They were looking
I
at
will only admit I'm French for 2 reasons. One, David, you admit that you're shorter than me, and Cap, that Resident Evil 6 is bad. End of.
Hey, Dave MC, do you like laughing cow cheese?
I swear to God, I'm going to kill you.
I like.
Do you like laughing cow cheese?
I haven't had.
I do like
laughing
laughing
cow
cow
cheese. in years,
cheese.
but I still make
So
them.
you're French.
Fuck off!
Okay, so it's a French brand of cheese.
I don't want to play with you guys anymore.
Okay, so I don't even know what we're talking. Oh yeah, how did we get on to Ben 10? What's this called? Oh yeah, it was
Warner Brothers and
Warner
profitability and shit.
Warner Brothers. Yeah.
And
Okay, well-
how Ben 10's going to save the Warner Brothers franchise.
Well, okay, so still on the theme of Warner Brothers and their woes, we now I don't know like casting of like Harry Potter, the TV
Oh,
show.
yeah.
So the guy, I forget his name, who was rumored to be Papa. Wait, what's his name? Papa
Smurf?
Assadie. Apparently is
Yeah.
now confirmed to be playing Snape.
Snape the Jock.
Has
Okay.
anyone checked if
Yeah.
Adam Driver is still alive?
Well, maybe he just doesn't want it, or maybe they just didn't cast him. But let's bring up, see if we can get the name on screen and stuff like this.
Because Aaron Driver would have been an excellent Snape, and he's probably
Oh my god, Tim. Yeah, it's who's that Darth or whatever? What he was, Dave, in Star Wars?
Ren.
Kylo.
Oh my god,
Riley or some shit.
oh my god, he's such a whiny emo. He could have. I don't think he can be like
Okay,
Alan
so-
Rickman.
Obviously, we had Alan Rickman. who-
Yes.
Like, and all of this is like, you know, not to make it like a big point, because try to keep things somewhat lighthearted. A lot of the stuff has been saying about, because of the fact that the actor's black, that people are complaining about him. Other things are saying about, well, Alan Rickman was far too old. But like, the other things is like, this guy looks like, you know, he could be a leading man kind of
He's a
thing.
jock.
Well, exactly.
I mean,
that is.
yeah,
that is part
The
of
only
If they have gotten like someone who's like an emo guy, whatever.
Alan Driver.
Okay, so here, let me pose this quick thought to you guys and see what your reaction of this. Who here like watched The Walking Dead, like the TV show, right? Like,
Yeah.
So it had its ups and downs. One of the things about that, which was cool, is that as that became a big thing, it was like, well, there's the continuity that is the not Harry Potter, that is the Walking Dead comics. There's the continuity that is the TV show, and it has characters like Norman Reedus' character, Daryl, who was never even in the comics, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like, and then there's the Telltale Games, which has its own continuity, and all of these are separate and their own things, right? What if they say, well, watch what we're going to do with Harry Potter, because it's an adaptation, but there's going to be changes, and there's going to be surprises, and there might be a reason why there's a very different take on Snape here. Because look, John Lithgow, I believe, is confirmed as well as Dumbledore. One of the things about it, look, when you watch Shrek, you know, and you've got Lord Farquaad, and thinking that he's now going to be Dumbledore, it's like, well, is this going to work? But he'll probably do a British accent, or maybe they'll change it. Maybe they.
Yeah, but if they had Lord Farquaad as headmaster of Hogwarts, he'd have to get loads of steps up the steps. Good evening, welcome to Hogwarts.
No, imagine Dave when he gives the opening speech. Some of you will die. Some of you.
Oh my god, yes. I'm with you.
Some of you will die. That's really good. I like it.
I'm with you. I'm like, yeah, it's an adaptation, and I'm throwing myself in the mind. I'm taking, as much as I love Alan Rickman's performance as Snape, I'm taking that out of the equation when I look at this version. I'm saying, okay, let's see how this guy's going to do it.
I think a bigger problem is going to be the children cast.
Yeah.
Because I think they were incredibly lucky that they didn't have to recast Harry, Ron, and Hermione, or Neville, or any of these other characters along the way. Because what if, like, children actors, they often run into huge problems in their life. I saw a thing with the girl that plays the girl. She's like 21 or whatever now. But who plays 11? What's her name? Millie Bobby Brown, right? Saying about how well Netflix have looked after her throughout the Stranger Things, and why she still does stuff for Netflix and that. Children actors, when you look back, even like Macaulay Culkin and like some of these other child actors, Edward Furlong, whoever from the 80s and 90s, they ended up crashing and burning in their careers because they didn't really have a proper childhood and all this. I think with a TV show where it's not just you're making like a 2.5 hour movie, but you're probably making about 10 or 15 hours of stuff every year for the next 10 years. It's like, what if they like say, oh, well, in season 2, here's our new Harry because little Tim is on drugs now or whatever. You know, it's like, they've got a lot of problems.
Little Timmy.
It is a massive challenge to say that you're going to confidently cast the right group of children in these roles and keep them on track. Like, Stranger Things obviously proves that you can somewhat do that, but you know, go on, Dev.
You just reminded me saying Millie Bobby Brown. A very interesting movie is coming out in like 2 days on Netflix, I believe, called The Electric State. It's a comedy science fiction comedy movie by the Russo brothers, starring Millie Bobby Brown, Chris Pratt, Kei Hoon Kwan, Jason Alexander, Woody Harrelson, Anthony Mackie, Brian Cox, Giancarlo Esposito, and Stanley Tucci.
Wow, what a cast.
Right.
The Electric State.
You did lose me at Chris Pratt though, because he did ruin Garfield for me.
Do you know what? I'll tell you where I got lost, and it's at the poster for it. What the hell is this? They've got like
Good question.
A weird robot. What is this?
Okay.
Oh, it sounded so amazing, but then I'm really not convinced by what
Like
this
a
is.
20
It kind of looks like that film that Hugh Jackman did. I think it was Archie or something with the boxing robot.
Oh my
And
god!
the
Real
words
Steel.
from the
Real
film
Steel.
Robot.
Yeah.
He looks like Rodney from Robots.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love that film.
That's how fucking old I am, Cap.
Okay.
Apparently, it's based on a comic book.
Would you believe it, Dave? That was
Okay,
that was
do you
like
know
one of my
what?
earliest
Hang on. The Electric State received negative responses from critics. On the review aggregator site, it's got 21% of 42 critics' reviews are positive, with an average rating of 4 out of 10.
Still better than Snow White.
Yeah. When is that out? When is Snow White out?
Probably
I can't
now,
tell you.
considering
No,
they
it
cancelled
can't
all
be
the
out now. I'd
premieres.
have seen it. Snow White.
something along. I think even if it comes out, no one's gonna know.
Okay, let's
There's
find out when
a
Snow
meme.
Isn't
White.
it?
There's a
Like, I swear it's this month though. This month or next month that they said it's going to be released.
There's a meme, Dave, say like Goku and Vegeta are about to fight, and they're already in the Grand Canyon. And Goku said, "Let's fight
Yeah, it's
somewhere
next
empty."
week. It's next week.
Oh my
They
god,
say, like,
I'm
let's-
seeing it.
They
I
say
am
like,
seeing
"Let's."
it. I'm going to support this
They-
thing.
They say,
David.
"Let's fight somewhere empty," and they go to the movie theater of Snow White, and they fight there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the predictions aren't very good for that film.
I mean, today, right now, I saw a meme where, like, you know, the white outfit that Lord Farquaad wears, like in the wedding.
Yep.
She literally has the same wedding outfit, and it's actually Lord Farquaad.
It's Lord Farquaad.
What the hell is
How
this?
is Lord Farquaad being everywhere right now? How is he taking over?
Because of the haircut.
Yeah.
It's because of the haircut. Because, like, remember, Cap? Because people said the same thing for Johnny Depp's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Because
Yeah.
Johnny Depp had the same hair. They said the same
Oh.
thing. That Willy Wonka looked like Lord
Oh
Farquaad.
my god, that was the weirdest movie. That was such a travesty, that film.
To be
Well, I would
fair,
say,
that
David,
was
the
my
only thing I
introduction
say
to
about it
Charlie
is
and the
that-
Chocolate
Oh, hang
Factory.
on, one at a time, guys, one at a time. Dave and then Cap, go on.
I was going to say, like, the only thing that concerned me about that film is that, like, if the Gene Wilder one, right? Willy Wonka, you know, showed disinterest in them, but he still had a plan for everything.
Yeah.
In this one, Johnny Depp shows zero interest in these kids. Like, oh, your name? I don't care. It's like, well, maybe you should care because they're going to be running your shit.
Yeah. No, Gene Wilder had such charm, and Johnny Depp, he's like, he based it on Marilyn Manson and stuff like this. It was awful. Cap and Dave, you were going to say a moment ago.
That was actually my introduction to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory film. I'd never seen the Gene Wilder one.
Have you seen it now?
No, I've only seen the Tom and Jerry one, other than the
Oh, do you
Johnny
know,
Depp.
Gene Wilder is
Release,
one of...
release the hounds.
Oh, yeah, no, Gene Wilder is legit one of my acting comedy heroes and everything. He's a brilliant performer in absolutely everything he's in.
I've seen his Blazing Saddles, and I like that a lot.
Do you know, Blazing Saddles is a classic, right? The film to see him in, him and Richard Pryor in Stir Crazy, is one of the best comedy films of all time. Him and again Richard Pryor in See No Evil, Hear No Evil. It's one of my
The
favorite
deaf and
comedies.
blind one, right?
So Gene Wilder plays a character who is deaf. Richard Pryor plays a character who is blind, and they get mistaken. They don't get framed, but effectively they get mistaken for committing a murder. And then they have to use each other's, like, I can't see, but you can't hear, but between us, we can both do everything. And Kevin Spacey plays a bad guy in it. And it's such a funny film. Like
David,
when we do
like all of
extreme
your
improv, when we do extreme improv, so many times, me and Rob have just like we've probably done the entirety of that movie across a 1 minute remake across the years. We've done it so many times, and as much as look going back a long time ago now, unfortunately to say that, like I always said the Gene Wilder movie Haunted Honeymoon was a classic, and Jimmy Mack, who obviously passed away like quite a while ago now, really sad to say, approaching a couple of years. He thought that film stunk. He thought it was awful. But I say Haunted Honeymoon is such an amazingly good film. Funny. But anyway, Cap, go ahead.
The funny thing, David, like all of your classic favorite 80s films have been adapted into Tamil movies. Like Mrs. Doubtfire, there's a Tamil movie. See No Evil, Hear No Evil, there's a Tamil movie. Weekend at Bernie's is a Tamil movie.
I need to see that. I need to see that. I need
Like
to learn
all of
Tamil,
your
just so
all
I
of your 80s, except for Back to the Future, like all of your favorite 80s films has like a Tamil dub remake on it.
That's amazing. Go on, Dev.
The one thing that puts the Johnny Depp movie over the Gene Wilder one is that
Sophia Robb.
Christopher Lee plays an evil dentist.
Well,
yeah.
that's cool. I'm not gonna lie. That was cool. Yeah, he did play. Was he his dad or something?
Yeah, his
Yeah,
dad.
his dad.
Who hated sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like my question, guys, it's like in the old film. Like, do we get like so in the 2000 ones, we get like into the character study of why he is the Johnny Depp the way he
he's an
is.
asshole.
Yeah, and his backstory is literally his dad was a dentist.
Yeah.
That's why he's an asshole now. But is there anything like that in the old film? Is there like
No, you don't need it.
Yeah.
You don't.
Just fuck
In the
the
original,
people.
you didn't need it. You get the idea. You get to see what kind of person Willy Wonka is the minute he walks out the door. That was the whole point. Is that you see what he's like the minute he walks out the door. Like everything is not as it seems. He's kind of like a charismatic James Bond villain.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Hank Scorpio.
Hank Scorpio from The Simpsons. Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. Okay,
In
guys,
this-
we're gonna go on, Cap.
In
go
the
on.
2000s ones, he's a weird emo kid who had a dentist for a dad. And Tim Burton made the movie.
Okay, guys, we're going to begin to wrap things up here. I'll have a quick look to see if there's any other like late breaking news. But yeah, anything else from you guys that we've missed, Dev?
Well, how about the leaked concept art from Doomsday and Secret Wars?
Ooh, I haven't found that either. Okay.
From the what is from the CW?
No, from Secret Wars and Doomsday Avengers.
Oh, is it a thing of Doctor Doom?
Doctor Doom, and they show the new team basically.
The new. Is that the new Avengers?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Do you know where this is? I want to see who the new team is.
Give me a moment.
Major returning MCU. So this is on Games Radar. Let's see what we've got. I'll bring it up on the screen. We can.
I did hear on one of the things like Robert Downey Jr. is the one who's like doing the backstory for Doom. He wrote it himself or something like that, and I heard like a lot of backlash to it.
Yeah. Okay. Once you among the.
What if Doctor Doom? What if Doctor Doom is like a guy from Tropic Thunder? I'm the dude who's playing the dude disguised as another dude.
I have to go with, like.
Okay, so you're saying
Wait.
like Cassie Lang, Ms. Marvel. Oh my god, the Young Avengers are going to be in it. Kate Bishop,
Oh no!
Wiccan.
Oh no!
I'm going to
Unconfirmed
just say what we're all
Speed,
thinking.
Star-Lord.
Fuck and off.
Right. Oh my. So far they've got She-Hulk and Hulk, Star-Lord with the Avengers babies, and
Yeah.
Okay, Eagle-Eye
Wong.
Jacobs, dupe a character. I don't know that character off the top of my head. Let's see who else there is. Emperor Doom, Sue Storm, Florence Pugh. Let's see. Oof. All right, it sounds really bad.
Yeah, where's Tom Holland? I mean, like the only thing I
a
can think is
brand new Black Panther.
Okay.
Okay, Peter Quill hanging out with White Vision. What happened to White
Well,
Vision?
He wandered off.
He went into space.
Yeah, but that was like 5 years ago now.
There's a Vision Quest.
Exist in the
There's a
MCU,
Vision Quest
apparently.
show coming.
Okay, do you know we spoke about this obviously like 2 or 3 weeks ago when we were saying, like, I think Dev, you said about like all of the who are the Avengers that are still left. Like obviously, so you've got Captain America being Falcon, you've got Spider-Man, you've got Star-Lord, you've got Doctor Strange, you've got Thor, you've got Hulk. They should still be able to have a reasonable Avengers team that you can put together.
But the problem is all of them in the sucky films. All of them did sucky films or TV shows, and the guy that they used them to promote also suck. So basically, the only character they have is Spider-Man. Basically, the only one who has an emotional attachment to the Robert Downey Jr.'s face or Iron Man's face is Spider-Man. Other than that, they got bupkis.
Also, I put 2 of the pictures in the chat for these podcasts
Okay, let's
on the
have a
StreamYard chat.
It's also Reddit.
Is it Reddit? I'll do my best, but for some reason Reddit doesn't load for me.
I'll have a gander.
No, so, like, every time I'll show you what I get.
Oh
someone
my
can- someone can
god!
suggest
What
goes
the
wrong.
fuck
Secure-
is that?
Oh
man.
my god!
Let's see if I can bring it up on a different browser.
What's this other one?
Oh shit. Oh shit. What was we doing?
Oh my god! What is that?
It's Frank Costanza's wife.
No, I can't see it, guys.
I'm looking at the second one that Dev
Okay,
put.
so-
What is the third one?
So that's the same one, but like on a different, not Reddit link.
Okay, let's try and bring it out this time.
What the friggity frack is that? Are you sure?
Wait,
That
is this
looks
the
more like an
concept art?
AI generated image than
Yes.
anything else.
Okay, it comes up so small on my screen for some reason, but I'll bring up what's here. So who is that with Star-Lord?
I guess
That's White Vision.
Oh, that's White Vision. And then who have
Yes.
we got here? That's like
Wong,
Wiccan and Ms. Marvel and Kate Bishop or whoever.
Speed, like the little wasp, like Cassie Lang, Wong.
Not even Captain. Is Captain America in this one?
Captain America
Clearly
has
not.
to be in this one. Like Bucky's
Not-
still around.
Yeah, but isn't his own movie?
No, he's not.
Bucky's in
Thunder-
Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bucky's
knows
in
he's
Thunderbolt.
gonna make
He's
it out
not- He's
alive?
not on his own.
No.
Who knows he's gonna make it out alive?
No, I think he will. Because
Yeah.
this might be a spoiler if you haven't seen Captain America yet, but to be honest, this is the only thing that's worth. This is almost the only spoiler you can give on that whole movie. Like, Bucky is in one scene, and they refer to him as, well, Congressman. And it's like, so obviously, yeah, like, right.
Yeah,
So
Congressman
obviously
Robert Barnes.
Whatever is going to happen after Thunderbolts, because what happens with Harrison Ford in it, like, they're going to have Bucky as the president in the future. It has to be.
They had a freaking Winter Soldier
As the
US
president, I
government.
know. It's like this guy killed Iron Man's parents, so...
No.
He's
You know
probably-
what I want to see?
He's
I wanna
probably done more war crimes than anyone else. Like JFK assassination. JFK assassination in the Marvel, he probably did it.
Yeah. Go on, Dev.
Okay, so this is like minor spoilers for Captain America again. When they turned the president into Red Hulk with the speakers, imagine that happening again with Winter Soldier. Like
Yeah,
he's doing a speech,
exactly.
and suddenly
No,
he gets activated.
they broke
As
the
in someone-
conditioning. They broke it. They broke the conditioning.
Yeah, but they'll find a new way to
Yeah.
bring it back.
But they broke it.
So in a presidential debate, a candidate would basically
Yeah,
bring up the
exactly.
book that Aaron Zemo did, and he would start saying these things. They're like,
It'd be like,
the book.
telephone book. It'd be like,
November,
pajamas.
Well,
Red.
I can imagine the questions
Red.
going something like this. You go to one of the candidates, you go, right, so what's your views on this policy? Oh, great, that's good news. Congressman Barnes, what was it like to kill Tony Stark's dad?
Yeah. Well, like, but also, it's like, so our last president, President Ross, was manipulated to turn into a killing monster. You have some experience of that. It's like, yeah, you got turned. It's like,
Yes,
well, we
because
can't
I'm the
take
one
risk
who
again.
killed Iron Man.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, like, not just Iron Man. Like, again, like the thing with the Winter Soldier, like he's been throughout history doing all the dirty work for Hydra. Like I said, he's probably the one who killed JFK. How is it like?
Oh, that was Magneto.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
Magneto.
that's
okay.
Magneto.
Now, anyway, guys, we are going to have to begin to wrap this here because there's going to be a extreme improv in a few minutes, and so I just need to swap over the shows kind of stuff.
Well, Chris Hemsworth will be there.
Sorry?
Well, Chris Hemsworth will be there.
He better be, otherwise, what am I even doing this for? But guys, no, thank you very much for being on the show today. This has been really nice for me to do. But let's find out where we can find you guys on social media and any recommendations you may have. Dev, where can the people find you?
They can find me on TikTok and Twitch under the name FWDAT. And my geek recommendation is Thunderbolts in about 2 months.
In about 2 months, okay. Cap.
You can find me on Sordis, where I sing and dance, I throw myself in a bucket, and I work with puppets. And I recently did a podcast episode with the famous The Mythology Guy, so go check that episode out. My recommendation, Reacher and Invincible, going so well. Go watch it, David. You, David, specifically. Go watch it.
Right. Dave.
Look at this! I got my own thing now. So you can find me here on Xstreamed on various shows, and check out my YouTube channel, Dave MC Gaming, where I do Let's Plays, live streams. Currently, today actually is the finale of my Labyrinth Let's Play, and starting Friday is my Half-Life Black Mesa Let's Play. So that starts on this Friday. So every 3 days there'll be a video for that. And check out my merch as well on my gaming spread shop, where you can get characters and slogans related to my gaming channel. And there's my Discord as well, where you can get in touch with polls, screenshots, and just come be a general nuisance along with me. Be on your pest behaviour. And my geeky recommendation, go check out my stuff. That's it.
Okay, fabulous. Okay, my name is David Pstansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pstansky, spelled Pustansky. My geeky recommendation is next Friday, guys. We've got to support this thing. Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Or is it just called Snow White? And if you want to see how well it's doing...
It's called Lord Farquhar, David.
Okay, so...
Oh, wait, how's the seating plan look? How's it look?
The
How's it
seating
look?
plan shows that... And if you think, well, you picked a bad screening, let's go for the evening showing. And if you think, well, hang on, it's a kids movie, let's go for the 1:15. This is worth doing. This is worth doing.
Sad cap.
Okay, hang on.
On
look,
too
wait,
long
wait.
down, we are sad for Farquhar.
Wait, guys, hang on. I've got to remember that that's a Friday opening. It's a kids' film. Let's go on to the Saturday. Let's choose the 4 o'clock screening. When none have gone at all.
I'm so lonely.
Jesus, that has
so
to be some.
lonely.
Look, this is a Saturday. This is the
So
Saturday it
lonely,
opens.
it's sad.
Oh my god.
Oh, when what?
The evening, that is the late night 7:45 screening. Now it's a week away. When we do a show next week, we should check in on the progress. I think this is the 6 PM screening.
Classic trope of comedy. Now is the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Is everybody ready?
10 AM. 10 AM. Wow, that is literally all of them, guys. They've got about 8 tickets sold.
Oh no!
Dev,
Anyway, next
last
week.
thoughts.
Before I go, I would like to officially have this on record that I have not seen Snow White, and that is all.
What?
Even Dev has not seen it.
Wow.
That should tell you something.
I am definitely going to see it, though. I am definitely going to see this. I need to be able to report on this. So, with that, guys, until next time, stay safe, always stay extreme, live long and prosper, and ciao for now. Boom.